Let's stick with Kevin Stefanski, because when he was hired, the thought was, okay, first head coaching job, but he certainly is someone who's highly regarded as a coordinator. How much would you say your viewpoint has evolved, developed from the time that he was hired as the Browns head coach to right now?
I have a little bit of a different perspective normally when head coaching hires take place when it's a new head coach. Coaches that are retreads or are given a second opportunity, you have a sample size to evaluate them on. So you might have a better frame of reference on what John Gruden might bring to the table with the Raiders, his second go-around with the franchise, than you do with Kevin Stefanski, because while it's natural for teams to look at coordinators as head coaching candidates, there's such a different skill set that goes into being a really good head coach than there is that goes into being a really good coordinator. But what we learned over Kevin Stefanski's first year is, it seems, and not having been inside the building, I can't attest to this with 100% certainty, but I feel pretty confident in saying he's an excellent communicator. I think the fact that he's been around this league and professional sports for a long time, obviously the son of an NBA executive, has helped him sort of grow the ability to relate to a locker room, understanding that during the offseason you've got 90 players you're trying to connect to, which is not easy, whether you played in the NFL for 15 years, whether you've been coaching for 20 years, whether you've been coaching for 2 years. But it seems like he's got a connectivity with the players that's pretty apparent. I think that he's handled sort of being the face of the franchise, or one of the faces of the franchise, publicly very well. He's got a good demeanor about him. So Kevin Stefanski strikes you from a distance as a pretty calm and collected individual. And while there's fire for sure in the belly and it shows up on game days, it felt to me like he was a composed coach throughout the season. And the Browns are one of those teams that never too high, never too low. The talent takes care of itself.